All right, guys, welcome back to 12 About Town. Today, Jonathan H. Miller here. I am so excited for this segment. We've been talking offline about this. Now I'm excited to bring it to you. Jonathan, what do you have here for us today?
So I went to High Point recently. I'm shopping for new materials, and you know, I'm always obsessed with an outdoor space. And I go up to this booth and I start talking to this fabulous girl. I have to say again, she had on fabulous heels. Reminds me of you. So I go talk to her, and she starts telling me about these pillows that she's made.
Yeah.
And they have this major component. Here in Richmond, we never know the weather.
No.
You know this. You don't know weather, you know traffic. It's like,
Yeah.
And pillows, they're always going somewhere. These, however, do not.
Yes. And why is that?
Because it has a weighted bottom in it. So when you go to pick this up, this is like 5 pounds.
It's heavy. It is. It's definitely weighted.
But when you're sitting there in the chair,
yep, they don't
not
go
gonna blow
anywhere. You're not going to find these in the pool or your neighbor's yard or upside down in the grass or the dirt, getting all disgusting. These things stay where they're supposed to stay.
And it's a new invention. It's a mom who was at home with her kids in Texas, whose weather's very similar to ours.
Yes.
It can be sunny one minute, you can have a tornado go through the next. And she was having to fish her pillows out of her pools. And so she saw a need. So she decided to create it. And I'm like, you know, how many things have we done that way? But then it's like, I mean, this thing, and it's still, but she wanted to have that chop, which I am known for that chop.
Love a chop.
I've had so many people, it gives you a higher end look, but you can never find an outdoor pillow with it. Then she took it one step further.
Of course.
And you know, Candace, when you buy a new rug and it rolls up on the ends and it won't seem to go down, kind of makes you a little crazy.
Yep, and especially when people trip over them too. It's a trip hazard, yes.
It's a huge trip hazard. We don't want to be tripping grandma or anybody.
No.
And then she put a weight on the back of it.
Man.
She came up with this technology to put a full weight on the back. So then, I mean, I'm going to make a little noise here.
Yeah, go ahead. Woo!
And you
Like,
see that is heavy.
Yeah.
It's not going to fall over. At this same event, there was an Airbnb specialist there who focuses on insurance control, that sort of thing, hazards, kind of a little OSHA requirement thing. He tried so hard to make this trip, and he could not. So it's that safe.
Wow.
He was wanting to prove
I bet he was.
that it was not as big a thing as she said. And then she just messaged me the other day that she is now doing all 4 sides.
Wow. So this one here is just on the sides, but the one you're talking about now, all 4 sides. And then we were talking about if you need to wash it, you can take out those weights and then just throw them in the wash machine.
Exactly.
So this is amazing
And she
game
can do
changer.
any rug, any size.
Wow.
So that's what, and then she'll, you go online, you order it. She can even do specialty orders. And it's Wugs Willows is the name of the company.
Okay,
and you can actually go to my blog. I've got an entire blog on it showcasing these actual items. And then that way you can actually place your order.
I love it. And can we talk a little bit about the fabric? Like, this is not any cheap fabric. This fabric looks good. The print's beautiful, right?
It is. And so she did these for me 2-sided because I wanted to show, the versatility of it. Being able to do this mix and match. She can do them solid. She and her mother actually make these themselves.
Wow.
I've seen photos of the sewing machine set up in her garage. She's got this whole thing. They custom make them for you. And again, you can actually unzip this, pull your insert out, and wash it.
Wow.
So, and you can see the weights right there.
Yeah, those are some, like I said, there's some heavy weights here. This is amazing. So they may, go like this, but they're not going to fall off the couch, right? Like they're still going to be in that same spot. They may just lean a little bit, but that's it. And even that, it still takes a little bit of effort. So
we had that weather earlier this week, and one of the houses we staged, I had them on the front porch, and they did not move at all.
Woo! I bet that was so exciting to drive up and like, my pillows are still there.
Exactly. They're not laying on the ground getting dirty.
Great. That is great. So, Jonathan, again, hit us with that blog where we can find more information about all of this.
You can go to jonathanhmiller.com. I've got a full blog on it. You'll be able to see these pillows, and you can see so many more. You can go to her page, and she can get you some custom pillows made.
Who doesn't want custom pillows? Especially that aren't going to move or leave you. All right, guys. We'll be right back with more About Town today.